Hello everyone and welcome back. So today another video. Also I wanted to do the Arrackockra guide for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Arrackockra is a suggested in high mountains atop all tall trees. The Arrackockra, sometimes called bird folk, evoke fear and wonder. Many Arrackockra aren't even native to the material plane. They hail from a world beyond, from the boundless vistas of the elemental plane of air. They are immigrants, refugees, scouts, and explorers. They are outposts functioning as for um, footholds in a world both strange and alien. Break, beak, and feather. From below, Arrackockra look much like large birds. Only when they descend to roost on a branch or walk across the ground does their humanoid appearance reveal itself. Standing upright, Arrackockra might reach 5 feet tall, and they have long, narrow legs, taper to sharp talons. Feathers covered their bodies. Their plumage typically denotes membership in a tribe. Males are brightly colored with feathers red, orange, or yellow. Females have more subdued colors, usually brown or gray. Their heads complete the avian appearance, being something like a parrot or eagle with distinct tribal variations. Sky wardens. Nowhere are the Arrackockra more comfortable than in the sky. They can spend hours in the air. Some go as long as days, locking their wings in their place and letting the thermals hold them aloft in battle. They prove dynamic and acrobatic flyers, moving with remarkable speed and grace, driving to lash opponents with weapons or talons before turning and flying away. Once airborne, an Arrackockra leaves the sky with reluctance, on their native plane. They can fly for days or months, landing only to lay their eggs and feed their young ones before launching themselves back into the air. Those that make it into the world of the material plane find it a strange place. They sometimes forget or ignore vertical distances, that they have nothing to pity for those earthbound people forced to live and toil on the ground. Avian mannerisms. The resemblance of Arrackockra to birds isn't limited to physical features. Arrackockra display many of the same mannerisms as ordinary birds. They are fastidious about their plumage, frequently tending their feathers, cleaning and scratching away their tiny uh, passengers they might have picked up. When they design a descent from the sky, they often descend from the sky. They often do so near pools where they can catch fish and bathe themselves. Many Arrackockra punctuate their speech with crisp sounds they use to convey emphasis and a shade meaning, much as a human might through facial expressions and gestures. An Arrackockra might become frustrated with people who fail to pick up on the nuances. An Arrackockra threat might be taken as a jest and vice versa. The idea of ownership baffles most Arrackockra. After all, who owns the sky? Even when even when explained to them, they initially find the notion of ownership mystifying. As a result, Arrackockra who have little interaction with other people might be a nuisance as they drop from the sky to snatch livestock or plunder harvests or fruits and grains. Shiny, glittering objects catch their eyes. They find they find it hard to pluck the treasures and bring it back to their settlement to beautify it. An Arrackockra who spends years among other races can learn to inhibit those impulses. Confinement terrifies the Arrackockra. To be grounded, trapped underground, or imprisoned by the cold, unyielding earth is a torment few Arrackockra can withstand. Even when even when perched on a high branch or at the rest of the mountaintop homes, they appear alert, with eyes moving and bodies ready to flight. Homelands. Most Aarakocra live in an elemental plane air. Arrackockra can be drawn into the material plane, sometimes to pursue enemies on or thwart their foes' designs there. Accident might also send a nest of Arrackockra tumbling into the world on that plane. A few find their way to such a world through portals on their own plane and establish nests on high mountains or on canopies or old forests. Once tribes of Arrackockra settle in the area, they share a hunting territory that extends across the area up to 100 miles on a side, with each tribe hunting in the lands nearest to their colony. Ranging further should become scarce. A typical colony consists of one large open-rooted nest made of woven vines. The eldest acts as leader with the support of the shaman. Arrackockra in the Forgotten Realms. Never well established in Faerun. Arrackockra have only four major colonies: the Star Mounts within the high forest in the Stormhorns, in Cormyr, in the Cloven Mountains on the Wilhan Reach, and the Mischiefs in Chult. Great purpose. Arrackockra enjoy peace and solitude. Most of them have little interest in dealing with other peoples and less interest in spending time on the ground. For this reason, it takes an exceptional circumstance for an Arrackockra to leave his or her tribe and undertake the adventurer's life. Neither treasure nor glory is enough to lure them from their tribes. A dire threat to their people, a mission, a vengeance, or a catastrophe typically lies in the heart of the Arrackockra adventurer's chosen path. The other circumstances might call an Arrackockra to adventure first.